It's early June, marking the beginning of winter here in Queensland, and the perfect time to prune our moringa trees. We have 2 large moringa trees, also known as drumstick trees, growing in our backyard. We prune these trees every winter to manage their height. The 1-year growth is quite exceptional, as can be seen from the height of the previous cuts we have made. Today, we'll be pruning the larger of the trees and collecting the leaves to make into homemade moringa powder. The moringa tree is often called the miracle tree because of the numerous benefits. All parts of the moringa tree, the leaves, pods, bark, roots, and even the flowers are edible. The leaves of the Moringa Olifera tree are very nutritious. They can be consumed fresh, cooked, or dried. Since dried moringa leaves retain their nutrient contents, it is possible to convert them into leaf powder. When there is an abundance of leaves, this leaf powder can be made and stored easily. The moringa leaf powder is an excellent nutritional supplement and can be added to any dish. Here we are pruning the tree down using a pole saw. We do this every year to contain the height of the tree and also to be able to easily pluck the leaves and pods for use. It grows very well in our subtropical climate, and we have had this tree for many years now. Here I'm removing the leaves from the main branches, making sure I only use the fresh green leaves. I generally discard the yellow or brown leaves, as I would like the powder to be nice and green. Our moringa leaves are organic, as we do not use any pesticides. These are the pods of the moringa tree, which we will use for cooking. And the leaves will be rinsed in a bucket of water to remove dirt and dust. After washing, I spread the leaves onto a towel to dry. This will ensure that the leaves are reasonably dry before placing them into a dehydrator. Before we had the dehydrator, we used to air dry the leaves by placing them on a tray and left the trays on a table inside the house. We do not sun dry the leaves in order to preserve their green color. So I towel dry them to take off the excess water from the leaves. Here, I'm stripping the leaves from the stalks and layering them on the trays of the dehydrator. I place them on the trays in a single layer and continue to layer the trays. Now we will insert the trays into the dehydrator, and we have 6 trays. So we close the lid of the dehydrator and set the temperature and the time. I'm setting the temperature to 40 degrees centigrade, which is 104 degrees Fahrenheit, and I set the time for 8 hours. After 8 hours, it should be nice and dry and crispy. So we've got the crispy leaves now. We'll remove all the dried leaves from the tray. And here I'm stripping the leaves off the larger stalks. It'll come off easily, and we place it into the grinder. Here I'm using my Thermomix for grinding the leaves into powder. You can use any grinder that you have. I'm putting it for about a minute to grind it into a fine powder. Here we are. We've got the ground leaves into a fine powder, and I store this in a glass jar. Make sure the container is clean and dry before placing the powder in it, and avoid any contact with moisture. And keep your moringa powder in a dry place. Look at the beautiful green moringa powder ready to be used. The moringa leaf powder does not need to be refrigerated and can last on the shelf for months. And what can you do with your moringa powder? You can add a teaspoon or two to your favorite smoothie mix for an extra nutritional boost, or you can mix it with yogurt or kefir for a healthy snack, or you can make tea by boiling the fresh or dried leaves. An easy way to consume moringa powder is to simply mix into a liquid of choice and consume first thing in the morning. You can add it to just plain water or use coconut water, fresh apple juice, or orange juice. The moringa tree is a versatile addition to your backyard, offering numerous uses and benefits. Thanks for watching.